好，听故事的朋友们和梦雪表弟你好。我们今天要读《Man on the Moon: A Day in the Life of Bob》by Simon Bartman。在这个故事里，这个人叫 Bob， 他在月亮上工作。我读这个故事的时候，请你注意到两个词，第一个是 moon 月亮，第二个是 alien 外星人。Man on the Moon. This is Bob. Perhaps you've heard of him. You may know him better as the Man on the Moon. 这是 Bob， 他在月亮上工作。This is where Bob lives. Every morning he gets up at 6 o'clock. He has a cup of tea and 2 eggs for breakfast before leaving for the rocket launch pad. 所以这是 Bob 的家。他每个早上会在6点钟起床，他会有1杯茶 a cup of tea， 还有2个蛋 2 eggs， 然后他会准备去发射台去工作。On his way, he stops to buy a newspaper and some chocolate candies. He's on his way to work. On the moon. So Bob 要准备去工作，在月亮上。By 8 o'clock, Bob arrives at the launch pad. He changes into his special man-on-the-moon suit and boards his fantastic rocket ship. So Bob 会穿上他的月亮衣服，然后他会准备用他的太空船去月亮。He has to make sure he leaves by 8:45, or he won't make it to the moon by 9. 他要确定他到了月亮在9点。On the way, he reads the newspaper and does the crossword puzzle. Bob starts his work. His job as man on the moon is very important, so Bob 的工作很重要。He has to keep the moon clean and tidy. 他要确定我们的月亮还很整齐。Some people say that aliens are responsible for much of the trash, but Bob knows that's not true. There's no such thing as aliens. 所以有的人觉得月亮的垃圾是因为外星人，但是 Bob 知道不是因为外星人，因为我们没有外星人。如果你看这里，我们可以看到3个小生物，他们看起来很像外星人。So Bob 他可能错了。外星人。By 12:30, it's time to eat. So 12点半的时候 Bob 要吃午饭。Bob goes to his rocket ship to get his lunchbox. Usually, he eats 2 sandwiches, either cheese or peanut butter, an apple, and some chocolate-covered nuts. So Bob 他要去拿他的午餐。大部分的时候他会吃2个三明治，2 sandwiches, 还有1个苹果 an apple. Sometimes he meets his friends for a picnic. His 2 best friends are Billy, the man on Mars, and Sam, the man on Saturn. 他2个最好的朋友是 Billy， 然后他在火星工作，还有Sam， 然后他在土星工作。They talk about the stars and tell jokes. After lunch, tourists' spaceships start arriving from Earth. It's part of Bob's job to entertain them, and he gives them something to photograph. So 他吃完午饭的时候，游客从我们的地球会来月亮去照照片。They seem to like somersaults, handstands, and especially high moon jumps. Sometimes Bob performs for as long as 2 hours, and he gets quite out of breath. Bob 要在月亮上跳一跳，所以这些游客可以照他的照片。By 4:30, all visitors must leave the moon. Bob looks around to see that everyone has left. 在4点半的时候，大家都要回到家，所以 Bob 要走一走，然后确定没有人在月亮上。He checks inside the big craters in case someone has fallen in, but there's never anyone there. So Bob 会用他的手电筒 看进火山口，确定没有人掉进去，但是从来没有人在这些火星口，对不对？The working day is nearly over. It's time to check that everything is in order before leaving for the night. So Bob 要准备回家了。Bob packs his equipment and any unsold souvenirs into his rocket. He switches on the moon's nightlight before jetting off towards Earth. So Bob 要把所有的灯关起来。By this time, he's very tired, but he still has to keep his wits about him while flying the rocket. 现在 Bob 很想睡觉，但是他要专心，因为他要回家。As he reaches Earth, it's about 5 o'clock. 他到了地球的时候，差不多5点。The rush hour is in full swing, with everyone leaving and going home, just like Bob. When Bob gets home, first he has a long bath. So Bob 回家的时候，他要先洗澡。Moon work can make you very grubby because sometimes the dust gets inside your suit. At last, Bob goes to bed with a mug of cocoa. He sleeps soundly, bathed in moonbeams, very happy to be the man on the moon. So Bob 要准备睡觉了，所以他拿着一杯热可可 ，a mug of cocoa， 让他睡觉了。他很开心，因为他可以在月亮上工作。And aliens， 然后外星人 ，Well。Bob would know if there were any. Bob 会知道如果有外星人 ，Wouldn't he？ 对不对？谢谢。那我问你，你觉得我们的月亮有没有外星人？如果你喜欢我的故事，请你订阅，每个星期天会有新的故事。拜拜。